We are, all of us, invented. We are, all of us, cobbled together from cartilage and dust. Few of us know with certainty the name of our Maker. But I do. Bram Stoker, born 8 November 1857. Dublin. A sickly boy who loved his mother. A young man who, like all young men, fell in with the crowd. Yes, that crowd, that theater crowd. And our young Bram entered the theatrical profession in as low and as base a manner as one possibly can. As a critic. In 1897, at age 50, Bram Stoker published a book that would in time become his definitive work. In doing so, he made me. And he gave to me a name, Renfield. And he gave to me something more, something so many of you wish for, pray for, beg for, and yet will never attain. He gave me immortality. I have never forgiven him that. No!
And that way, after we are married, I'll be able to serve as Jonathan's stenographer. And I'll write down all his thoughts in shorthand, and then later transcribe them onto a typewriter, and therefore be of great help to him in his work as a solicitor.
How fascinating.
He's keeping a journal of his business trip abroad.
A journal? Really?
Yes, in shorthand. And when he returns, I shall put my new training to work.
I see.
I've been practicing very hard. Shorthand is a more difficult art than people realize. It requires
Be mine forever! Lucy, stop it! I won't stop till you put an end to all this talk of business and journals and shorthand.
But I haven't seen you in months. I thought you'd...
So don't tell me of numbers and letters. Tell me of your heart.
Lucy, you're shameful.
Then shame me. You're my one true girlfriend. And you alone can tell me of the things that dare not leave this room. Oh, please. Very well. You become a practical young woman, about to marry a man who will leave you cold.
No, not cold. Not cold at all. Sometimes I think of his touch and my hands start to tremble. I can feel my heart beating in my throat. He's only been gone a week and yet I already ache for him.
Oh, Nina.
And when a letter arrives from him, his words make my hopes sing.
My darling Mina, I write to you from the heart of the Carpathian Mountains. I'm spending the night in B Street at a fine hotel recommended by my client, the Count. Tomorrow he'll send a carriage for me and we'll begin our work at his castle. I am told that this region known as Transylvania is one of the wildest and least known portions of Europe. How fortunate that my work allows such exotic trips to strange and distant countries. And the food. Oh, tonight I had an eggplant stuffed with force meat, which they call an implicata, yes. And after dinner, a strange old woman, reeking of garlic, pulled me aside and told me that tomorrow was St. George's Day and that I shouldn't travel and visit the Count. She began wailing that at midnight, dead spirits arise and evil will hold sway over the world. Such amusing pagans these people are. She even went as far as to press a crucifix into my hands, which I've kept as souvenir. Oh, my sweet Mina, how my heart rejoices at the thought of you. I will be home safely and soon. Your loving husband-to-be, Jonathan.
Jonathan! Lucy! Oh, my sweet, sweet Mina.
Lucy, you're such a child.
Oh, not only my heart rejoices.
Lucy, you're
Oh, but so much more of me.
Then come and let me have the all of you.
Oh, Jonathan. Miss Lucy. Go away. I'm dead. Miss Lucy, that gentleman is here. Again.
What gentleman?
Mr. Seward, the doctor.
A doctor? Lucy?
What should I tell him? Tell him to come back tomorrow. I am indisposed. Very well.
Lucy? Why didn't you tell me?
Oh, woman, do open the window on your way out. How many times must I ask you?
No secrets, Lucy. That's what we've said to each other since we were children. There must be a bond of trust between us. Now tell me.
Oh, Mina, can't you guess? I am in love. I needn't tell you the secret. Must not leave this room. Oh, I'm in love. How true is the world and how bountiful are the proverbs.
The Proverbs?
When it rains, it pours. Oh, Mina, I am not indisposed. I am undecided.
Of whether or not to marry?
No. Which one of them to marry?
There's more than one.
Three suitors.
For me, who after all these years never even had one.
2 of them have already proposed.
Ooh.
Mr. Homewood, the judge, and Mr. Morris, the Texan.
Does he have horses?
Horses are the least of what he has.
Lucy!
And now, Dr. Seward, only 29 and already in control of an immense lunatic asylum. He is well versed in the arts of dream interpretation and hypnosis. Oh, I can fancy what a wonderful power he must have over his patients.
Lucy, what will you do?
Oh, why can't they let a girl marry 3 men and save all this trouble? Yes, I know that is heresy, and I must not say it, but... Oh, Mina, all this happiness has made me so utterly miserable.
Oh, there, Lucy. Hold tight and have hope. My love is far away. Your loves are too near. We shall mingle our tears together.
My dear Mina, what a place I'm in. Mr. Dawkins never let on what a grand job he had assigned to me. I must thank him upon my return. The carriage came as scheduled, and the coachman loaded my things in silence and took off into the night. The cold air was pierced by the thrilling call of wolves, seemingly hundreds of them. And, in fact, when I lit my match to look at my watch, the reflection of the carriage window gave the illusion of hundreds of pairs of red eyes staring from the hillsides around me. It gave me a wonderful fright. When we reached the castle, I tried, but failed to see the coachman's face. And when I mentioned the swiftness of his horses, his only reply was, "The dead travel fast." For his part, the Count was ever so cordial. Seeing my fatigue, he led me directly to this room. It is well appointed and not unlike any home in England, except for the complete absence of mirrors, which we could learn, I'm sure, from this noble absence of vanity.
Hello, Dr. Seward.
Do call me John, won't you? I'm sorry to disturb you yesterday. It was impulsive of me and...
Oh, not at all. I was...
indisposed. The maid told me.
Oh, sickly, actually.
In what way? A fever?
Yes, a fever.
And now are you feeling better now?
Oh, I don't know. Am I? Well?
There's but one thing of the ordinary.
And what is that?
Your incomparable beauty. You are not ill, Lucy. It is I who carry an illness. It eats away at me day and night, and its only remedy resides in the very heart of which afflicts me. Your heart. May I speak? My sweet Lucy, may I say it out loud? I work with lunatics. Yes, an amusing statement, isn't it? A cavalier's admission in the eyes of the world. But the world does not see what I see. Each day, in ways too intricate to mention, I glimpse in the mad souls of men. And from this I've learned the following. We, each of us, have a secret life. And though we loathe to divulge in it, we do on occasion grant access. We do in rare and remarkable ways allow one person proximity to our hidden self. What I know of you, sweet Lucy, is terribly dear to me, and what I'll never know dearer still. So please, accept me and be cherished above all women. Bid me stay and be to your final days adored. Oh, that I be struck dumb, that I be cast away to sea and pummeled with driftwood. I'm a brute, I'm a carrion for vultures and worms. I've wrought tears in the very eyes of which I least intended. You cannot love me at present. That is the clear and stinging prognosis. But tell me, dare I hope? Could you learn to love me in time? There's someone already. Your heart making way for a hand previously betrothed. Am I right, dear Lucy? Two forever gain at the loss of a third. Hear me now. From this moment on, your happiness is my fondest wish. If your heart was free, a man might hope. But in place of hope, I'll give you something far stronger and eminently wiser. I'll give you my friendship. And whatever you need of it, it shall be yours for the asking. And from you, if I may have a remembrance of some sort, something like your mirror, just held your image so vividly as I. That kiss, sweet Lucy, that is something to keep off the darkness. That is done then. We've been rebuffed. The world is meaningless. There's nothing worth doing. But fortunately, there is one way at which the lost love can be revenged. At the hands of one's work. Renfield!
Yes. Yes, very good.
How is he?
Quite well, sir. On his best behavior. Not a thing out of the ordinary.
I told you to keep him to his madness. How can I study him if you allow him to revert to his sanity? Get out of my sight!
Yes, good. Very good. Yes. You've been crying.
What?
Mind your step. There is life there.
The spiders have nearly doubled.
Yes, I lure them. I house them. The world feeds on the carcass of itself. May I smell you? Please. Salt, I think. Salt and perfume. You too have been in the presence of life.
For God's sake!
And life tastes good, doesn't it, Johnny?
You trained the sparrow, I see.
Yes, a good bird that. Why won't she marry you?
What do you mean?
I should brood if I were you. I should brood and think of sporadic killings. Yes. Good. Very good.
But why, Renfield? Why are they eating the flies and the spiders?
I have a great love for animals.
No evasions today. I'm not in the mood. Now again.
They are life. And they give life to me. I absorb it through them. Blood running into blood.
And the notebook.
No.
You must have a plan of some kind.
No.
First the spiders and the flies. You have a plan.
No.
I will solve you, Renfield. You're a life-eating maniac, and I shall solve the secret of your mind. I'm not afraid of the world's rampant complacency. To question is to discover. Men sneered at vivisection, and yet look at its results today. Why not, therefore, advance science to its most difficult and vital aspect, the brain? For if I held the key to just one lunatic's mind, I might advance my own science to such a lofty esteem that the burden of sadness and physiology would be as nothing.
And then Miss Lucy would give her hand.
Shut up.
May I have a kitten? Please, a nice little playful kitten that I can play with and teach and feed and feed and feed. No one would refuse me a kitten, would they?
How do you know her name?
Bird blood, feather blood, spider blood, fly blood.
Tell me, how
blood.
do you know the name?
Master!
Who?
My master told me.
Oh, my sweet Mina. I'm in all the sea of wonders, and I think strange things which I dare not confess to mine own soul. There's something of a nightmare about this place, and I fear my superstitions may run riot within me. And the Count, my host, what manner of a man is this? I feel the dread of his presence overwhelming me, and I am encompassed with terrors which I dare not think of.
Lucy, come back to bed. Lucy, you're having another dream. You're sleepwalking again. Come back to bed. The storm has frightened you. having another dream. Come morning, it will all be gone.
Lucy, what is it? What's there?
The waves are wild. The ship is tossed about.
Lucy, get down from there. You're scaring me.
But fear not. The ship will find its port. The ship will best the storm.
Lucy, there are no ships. None would be out on a night like this.
There it is. Riding the waves. Pounding upon the blood of the earth.
It is he! He has come for me! The master has
What
come!
on earth? The storm, I think. It set him off somehow.
Renfield, what is it?
My master grows near.
Who is your master?
The bride maidens rejoice the coming of the bride, but as the bride draweth nigh, the maidens shine not.
I think he's had a reckoning. I think he's found God.
I pray not. Homicidal mania and religious fervor are a dangerous combination. Renfield, what are you doing?
I must be clean for master.
The spiders are gone. The flies are gone, and look at me, where have they gone? And the sparrow is gone. Where is it? My God! Bind him now! Renfield!
Digging. All day and all night, the digging, the constant digging. Oh, my faraway Mina. If only I knew what it all meant. Great wooden boxes have been hauled out, and for what reason? I fear that I'm the only living soul within this place. And everywhere I turn, there's doors, all locked and bolted. I'm a prisoner!
Lucy, no!
Renfield! Let him out!
He should have been nice to me. Now he's my pet. I'll call him Tabby. My master will protect me. Listen to the wind. Listen to it howl. Near say the waves. The master is at hand.
It's just as they said.
Yes.
What could have? No, it's too horrible to think. Did any of the crew survive?
Only a dog, they say.
A dog?
A large grey dog which leapt from the ship. Huh. Or so they say.
I wonder if it made it to the port in a storm like that.
Miracle.
Pardon my manners, I don't believe I know who you are. I'm John Seward.
You head the asylum, do you not?
Yes, I do, and you are?
Harker. Jonathan Harker.
A true pleasure to meet you, Mr. Harker. I believe I've heard of you from Miss Lucy Westerner. I think you're engaged to her dear friend Miss Mina.
And you to Miss Lucy, correct? I'm told she's very beautiful.
How odd to meet you here.
Where would you have us meet?
Yes, good too, though, finally.
Oh, the captain. He was a righteous man. Is this, you suppose, what happens to righteous men?
Yes, this in fact and the strangest. It appears he lashed himself to the wheel with his own rosary.
Yes.
We'll never know, will we?
Well, that depends, I suppose.
How do you mean?
On what you're willing to know. Ah. Good day.
And then,
I've told you enough.
no, Mina, I must know.
Then I found you on the cliff, lying amid the rocks. Oh, it's a wonder you didn't fall. I wrapped you in a blanket and brought you home.
Mina.
Shh.
You're fine now and safe.
No. I've sent for Dr. Seward.
No, Mina, you must listen. You must, as my dearest friend. Promise me this, that you'll tell no one of these odd events. Not even my family. Promise me? I promise. And what of you? What is the news of Jonathan?
There is no news. A fortnight and still no word from him.
Dr. Seward, ma'am.
Good morning, ladies. You must be Miss Mina.
Thank you for coming. Lucy commends your skill as a doctor.
More minds I've treated than bodies, but I'll do what I can. How is she?
Weak and very pale. Please.
Hello, Lucy.
Hello again.
What seems to be the trouble?
The storm last night. I slept poorly.
Bad dreams?
Yes.
Can you tell me?
It's very vague.
Try, Lucy.
There was a howling. A dog howling.
A dog?
Or many of them. Hundreds or more. As though the whole town were full of them. And I seemed to be sinking into deep water, green water. And there was a singing in my ears, and then...
Go on.
And then something very sweet and very bitter all around me at once. I felt everything passing away from me. I saw my soul come out of my body and float about in the air, and then... Well, and then Mina woke me and told me I'd been dreaming.
Dr. Seward, what is it?
It appears there's a mark on her neck.
A mark.
A red mark. As though you'd been kissed there. Have you?
John, no!
I'll begin with your blood.
My blood.
I'll assess its qualities to see if there's any malady that resides within.
Do as he says now. Don't be frightened.
Miss Lucy,
Yes?
may I have your hand? There we are. If you'll wrap that to Mina.
Yes, of course.
John,
Yes?
you are my true friend.
A letter has arrived for you. Shall I bring it in?
From where is it posted?
From a hospital, ma'am, in Budapest.
I'll be right there.
Mina, I pray the news is...
Save your strength. I'll see you when you wake. I thank you, Dr. Seward.
See to it that she does not leave this room.
I won't.
Miss Mina, if I may, you are as remarkable as Lucy described.
As are you, Dr. Seward.
Earlier today I had the honor of meeting your Mr. Hawker. He seems a fine man. What is it?
That's impossible. He's out of the country.
Well, perhaps I...
Till just now, I've had no word of him in weeks. Why would you say such a thing?
Miss Mina...
I'm so warm, John. Won't you open the window?
I am sorry. May I help you?
Say it.
I beg your pardon.
This is the home of Miss Lucy, is it not?
It is, but,
Say it. Please, do what I'm thinking. Say it.
you may enter.
Remember me, won't you?
Oh, yes.
Jonathan, I took a boat straight to Hamburg as soon as I heard, and then the train here. They say that you've suffered a terrible shock, that you're suffering from a violent brain fever. Oh, Jonathan, your eyes, all light, all resolution is gone from them. Please, tell me what has happened. They say in a few days you'll be well enough to travel. They brought me your things, but I couldn't find your briefcase among them. Only this, and I'm not sure whether this... Jonathan?
Mina, we have spoken of trust between a husband and a wife. That there should be no secrets, no concealment between us. I have been driven mad, but amidst this torture, one gift, the loss of memory. I have no idea which things were real and which were the insidious dreams of a madman. But the secret lies here, in my journal. Take it, keep it, read it if you must, but never let me know. I do not wish to return to those bitter hours, those ghastly days, so solemn duty bids you otherwise. Keep this to your heart only. And may this secret prove the final one between us, so long as we two shall be as one.
It's done. Let's go home.
Good evening. Don't be frightened. Mother! Your mother is indisposed, as are the servants.
Mina,
Your friend Mina has abandoned you as well. I'm afraid we are alone, sweet Lucy. Your friend Dr. Seward has examined your blood and found it to be rich and healthy. I too share his diagnosis. I want your fear. For a fear like a current rushes through your body. Your fear makes your veins rich and full. Your fear hemorrhages deliciously within you. So please, do what I am thinking. You've been sleepwalking again, Lucy. And your friend Mina shall keep your secret. And when you wake, you shall remember only the cry of a wolf and the crash of a sea.
I am here, Master.
Renfield, what is this?
I am here to do your bidding. Now that you are near, I await your commands.
Renfield, who is your master?
And I pray you, dear Master, do not pass me by. As you distribute your glorious tidings, please do not pass me by. You're out late.
What? Yes, but I...
And though she's promised to another, you'll keep watch. You maintain an avid readiness.
I am not.
But we can wait, can't we, Johnny? Clever men that we are, we can wait for the riches to fill our cup. Do not forget me! We are one man, Johnny. We host a common longing. You await her deep mysteries as I await my master's gifts.
Friend Field, I will solve you. I shall unearth the mad logic of your mind. Now tell me, who is your master?
We are men at the mercy of angels.
Not now.
It's Miss Lucy.
The unexpected always happen.
Don't worry.
You are my friend and my master, and you know more about obscure diseases than anyone in the world. You are a philosopher and metaphysician, and you are the most advanced scientist of your day. You have an absolutely open mind, an iron nerve, a temper of ice, an indomitable resolution, and the kindliest and truest heart that beats. These things provide the equipment for the noble work which you are doing for the good of mankind. I entreat you now, with an all-embracing humility, to come to the aid of my dear, sweet Lucy. To be clear, I am not a slave to flattery. A man's reputation is the most imperfect science of all. I, for one, would love to meet the man whom young Dr. Seward describes. No, what swayed me was in the blunt accuracy of his postscript. It read, P.S. Do remember that I once saved your life.
It's as though she's fading away, each day more pale, gasping for air.
Miss Lucy, can you hear me? I am Abraham van Helsing. I have come from Amsterdam, at Dr. Seward's request. I must ask you a question or two. Would that be all right? Good. Now, have you had a fall lately, or a fright of some kind? Anything out of the ordinary?
Only the dreams.
Mm-hmm. Tell me.
I tried not to sleep. I tried so hard not to fall asleep.
Why, Lucy?
And yet, I must have slept. The clock struck 12 and awoke me. And there was a scratching, a flapping of something at the window. What could it have been?
The wind, I suspect. A rustle of the trees.
And the dreams. What do you remember of them?
A wolf. The cry of a wolf and the sound of the sea.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
Only that.
Mm-hmm. Here, lie back. Rest now. Who has access to this room?
Only myself, the maid, and a mother.
I'll want to speak to them. Don't ask why just yet, but know that there is a cause. There is always a cause for everything. Miss Lucy, I'd like you to drink this. It's a bit of brandy and a sleeping aid. It will help you rest.
I don't want to sleep. I'd rather die than have to sleep again. This weakness comes to me in my dreams and I'm unclean. There's no air at all.
Quiet.
You must wake me from my dreams.
Quiet now. We shall keep you safe. Now drink this. Rest.
It'll be okay, Lucy. I shan't leave your side. What is it?
She wants blood, my friend. And blood she must have or else she will die. Roll up your sleeve. There's no time to waste.
I've never seen such instruments.
The ghastly paraphernalia of our beneficial trade. Swab your arm with this.
She fears her dreams, but dreaming alone cannot render such havoc. I remember nothing of my studies that have
Remember,
spoken
John,
such a...
that knowledge is stronger than memory, and we must not trust the weaker. Lift your arm a degree. Good. Now, the case of our dear miss is one that may be, mind I say may be, of such interest that we may generate new and vital knowledge regarding the canon of catastrophe. Take then good note of it. Nothing is too small. I counsel you, put down in record even your doubts and surmises.
You speak as though formulating a theory.
Ah. Read is not love in its purest sense. The transfer of full veins of one to empty veins of another. Well, my good friend John, this word of caution. You deal with madmen. All men are mad in some way or the other. And inasmuch you deal discreetly with your madmen, so too you must deal with God's madmen.
And who might they be?
The rest of the world. You and I must keep knowledge in its place. We must keep what we learn here, and trust only one another with these secrets.
You speak as though playing a game.
I assure you, John, there is no jest here, only life and death, and perhaps more.
Lucy, what has happened to her?
She is resting now. Professor Van Helsing has completed a blood transfusion. Professor, this is Lucy's dear friend Mina.
Hello?
In honor, we've done all we can at present.
But what of the cause?
A mystery, in want of pursuit.
You've returned from Budapest.
Yes.
And Mr. Harker, how is he?
Oh, he is restored. God be thanked. His good humor has returned, his terrors abated. Coming home, it seems, has proved to be the most soothing medicine. Ah, there he is now. Jonathan, this is Dr. Seward and Professor Van Helsing. Jonathan, what is it?
It's the man himself. Just now, on the street outside. With my own two eyes, I saw him. My God, it's the man himself.
Jonathan, what are you talking about?
But he has grown young. The grey hair, the weathered face, gone. Such a change, I thought mine eyes mistaken, but there can be no mistake. It is truly he. Oh God, if I'd only known!
Enough now! You're home and safe!
And that I, wretched fate, was his solicitor. If I'd had my knife on me, then I would have...
Jonathan, no.
No. The thought would drive me mad.
Jonathan, what are you doing?
I've loosed him on England! An ever-winding circle of death I brought to these shores. I had my chance, and I did nothing. My failure shall not go unpunished. No!
Into the other room!
Jonathan!
Quickly! Prepare a syringe!
Please forgive me.
Morphine! 10 milligrams!
Please forgive me.
No!
He's safe now. It will take... Miss Mina?
Shadowy pall has seemed to come over our happiness.
Had I but answers, I would relieve you of your fears, but the web is not fully spun. The shape of our misery not yet revealed.
We will learn it all too late, I fear. Knowledge is useless to the dead.
Not so, Miss Mina. It is in fact on account of the dead that I have come.
I fear some clue must lie here within. But Jonathan's trust has willed these words remain unread. Still, I must find out what has brought him to this horrid precipice. Will you help me, Professor?
Welcome to my home. Enter freely and go safely, leaving something of the happiness you bring.
Count Dracula.
I am Dracula, and I bid you welcome to my home. Please, come, Mr. Harker. You must need it and rest.
I brought you the information you requested about the properties in London. Furthermore, my superior, Mr.
Mr.
Dawkins...
Harker,
Yes?
please, let your host see to your pleasure before you see to his business.
Right.
Now, as for the amenities, I do hope you are hungry.
I am, actually.
Then come. Sit and sup as you please.
Thank you.
You will, I trust, excuse me that I do not join you. I've dined already and I do not sup.
All right.
A gift from Attila. The Huns, they were despicable, but they knew their wine.
Oh, yes. Passed down, then, from an ancient recipe.
A gift from an ancient adversary.
Won't you join me, then?
Won't you join me then?
Pardon?
My apologies, Mr. Harker, but I must study you. I must learn your ways. Tell me, how is it?
It's delicious.
Yes.
You don't partake?
No. Not of wine.
If it be too bold, may I?
Bold, yes, bold. Is that the way of things in London? Bold. I must know all I can of your city.
So you've never been?
No, but I have my maps. And my charts. And my books. Many books. And as I read, I imagine. And as I imagine, I hunger.
Well, London is a fine city.
More to the point, friend, it is a crowded city. How I delight in thinking of the bustling streets, peopled with the mad rush of humanity in their veins, all to be in the midst of that banquet of life.
I should, I think, enjoy the country. The open spaces, the riding, the hunting.
You hunt, do you?
When time allows.
Pray tell, what do you hunt?
Bear, elk, the occasional deer.
Knife or bow?
Both, actually.
I shall like you, Mr. Harker. I, too, enjoy the occasional deer. We Carpathians, we are hunters, you see. We have bravery and conquest in our veins. It is no wonder that when the Magyar, the Lombard, or the Turk poured his thousands upon our frontier, we drove them back. Legion after legion, they came for our land, and we sentenced them to heaven instead. We are his people, Mr. Harker.
Yes.
With a wealth of victories like the Habsburgs and Romanovs will never know.
You speak with the passion of one who's there.
Ah, Da Vinci have I known. Charlemagne, Bock. But great men, like galaxies, and as dust. We Carpathians, we've come to know that the early times, the warlike days, are over. In this land, Mr. Harker, blood is too precious of a thing to be spilt. Oh, but I've spoken too long. I suppose I must leave you to your rest. And please, do enjoy my furnishings. One last thing, Mr. Harker. In this castle, there are some doors which are locked, where, of course, you will not wish to go. We are in Transylvania, and Transylvania is not England. There will be to you many strange things. But have you known with my knowledge, and seen with my eyes, you better understand. Huh. Good night, then. Good morning.
Miss Mina, please, read on.
I'm afraid I'm mistaken, Professor. There's nothing here to enlighten us.
Miss Mina, I beg of you. These notes, this shorthand was written for a reason.
I've not time to waste. These are travel notes. Business dealings with an aging nobleman, nothing more. The secrets Jonathan spoke of must be elsewhere. They must...
Listen to me. Hidden in the world, in the dark creases of books, in the swirl of ink on innocent pages. Hidden there are wild and mysterious things. If we are to reach into the darkness and bring Jonathan even a gleam of peace, we must not be deterred. We must from this moment on be relentless. We must know the all of it. Now page forward, Miss Mina, I pray you. Page forward and read on.
Who's there?
You needn't turn. I don't wish to disturb you. Only to study you, to learn the curve of your neck.
I will be leaving in the morning. I had not intended to stay a full week, and since our business
Mr. Harker,
Yes?
you've cut yourself.
So I have.
No. Please. Allow me.
Okay.
Oh. The children of the night. What beautiful music they make. Oh, Mr. Harker! Please, you must take care how you cut yourself. It is more dangerous than you think in this country.
Where are my papers? Answer me, please. My notes, letters, even the deed to the property itself is yet unsigned, gone.
You've been blessed with a disappearance. How fortunate.
But this journal, how did it survive?
The shorthand. He knew not its contents.
And my clothes? All but what I have on is missing.
I'll find you a nice cape. Now, do tell me, is it an old place?
Yes. As I've told you each night,
Oh,
it was
thank you,
formerly-
Mr. Harker. No, you see, I am old. Old in ways which few can rival or understand. And to live in a new house, it would kill me. So please, tell me the name. Excellent. That is a fine and noble name. And thank you for the location.
Wait, go back. The name and location. We must know it.
It's not here.
What?
There's
Let me see that.
There's nothing here. The page has been burned away in 2 places.
How can that be?
As for lighting, is it well appointed?
Well, no, in fact, it's quite shrouded in darkness.
I commend you, Mr. Harker. I, for one, love the shade and the shadow, the potent quiet of the night.
But there is no quiet here. Only this digging. And I'm forever hearing the sound. Shovels digging, doors being opened and shut.
Only the gypsies below doing my bidding.
And the boxes? Large boxes being hauled out the last 3 days and nights. What's the meaning of that?
That work is entrusted to another solicitor. I beg you not to press me further, Mr. Harker. I must go to England. I am starving here. For want of companionship, for want of life. Now, I must grant you the deed. It lacks only your signature.
How did you...
Come, Mr. Harker. Finish what you started.
I want to leave.
Very well.
I want to leave tonight.
Oh, I'm afraid that's impossible.
Why?
My coachmen and horses, they are away.
I'll walk.
Alone among the wolves?
I'll hazard a chance. Now please, point me to the door.
Oh, Mr. Harker, I will point you to all the doors!
Wait!
You see, you English have a phrase. Welcome the coming, speed the parting guest. And I, Mr. Harker, am happy to speed your parting.
Let me go. You must let me go.
I have all I need of you, Mr. Harker. You've served me well.
I shall warn them of the ticking and the boxes of earth.
And that, Mr. Harker, is why I will carry your memory of me to England.
Nina!
That is enough for tonight. Put yourself through no more, I beg of you.
Be warned.
No, you're right, Professor. I must know it. I must know it all.
What are you? What? No! Let me go! No! No! No!
How dare you! How dare you touch him! He is mine! Your time with him will come. Tomorrow I set sail, and then you may feast upon him at your will. What of it?
My God!
And so, Mr. Harker, I leave my great court thanks to you. In the loving hands of the Carpathian people.
I am here,
My God, it's true!
am bound for England!
The outer gate, as you say, is guarded at all times,
Yes,
and there is no other access to this room?
none whatsoever. This room was built for dignitaries who on occasion would come visit the asylum to show they were a friend of the less fortunate. Most quickly they found they could not stomach the inmates, and thus spent all this time safely locked away in here.
I see.
What is it?
Just a bit of dirt.
I'll have the staff be more thorough.
See to that they allow no strangers to enter either.
I assure you they won't.
Assurance is not enough, John. They must be vigilant. They must be rigorously on guard against the unknown. Pay special attention to the doors and the windows.
Professor, I'm afraid I don't understand.
It was necessary to move Miss Lucy from her home to a safer location. You have provided that here, at the asylum.
Yes, but safer from what?
Do not fear, John, to think the most improbable. And as you think it, remember our promise to one another. Do not enlighten, and thus not alarm the others. There's misery enough among them.
Yes, but what effect will the garlic have on a loss of blood?
Perhaps none, and perhaps all. You have been of great help to her, John, and in no less than blood she is your bride.
No man knows it till he experiences it. What it's like to have his own life drawn away into the empty veins of the woman he adores.
Further, I trust in your inspection you encountered the marks on Miss Lucy's neck.
Yes?
And you mean to tell me that you have no suspicion as to what is killing your dear Lucy?
A nervous prostration following a great loss of blood.
And how was the blood lost? John, it is the fault of our science that it wants to explain everything. And if it fails, then it says there is nothing to explain.
But if her blood, great quantities of her blood, had been lost through a wound on her neck, where did the blood go? It was not on her bedding, her clothing. It was nowhere to be seen. If it happened as you say, where did the blood go?
Professor Van Helsing, a package has arrived for you.
Ah, splendid. If you place it on the bed. Oh, and Miss Lucy,
She's on her way.
Excellent.
I'll see her up. Excuse me.
Professor Van Helsing, I must ask.
Oh, Miss Mina, how can I say what I owe to you? Mr. Harker's journal was a sunshine to me. It opened a gate shrouded in superstition and disregard, and it dazzled me with insight.
Yes, I gather that, but even still.
If ever Abraham Van Helsing can do anything for you or yours, if ever I may serve you as a friend, I trust you will let me know. There are darknesses in this life, and there are lights. And you, Miss Mina, are surely one of the lights.
Well, there is something.
Please.
Lucy's told you of her dreams, but I fear they're not dreams.
What do you mean?
Many nights I would wake up to find her gone, walking in her sleep towards the cliffs. Many nights I would find her there and bring her home. And then she began to grow ill. Professor, I have pledged her my confidence, so I must ask...
Oh, Miss Mina, your words have my trust. Now, when you found her at the cliffs, was she alone?
Yes. Each time but one. Once there was a man, or a shadow of a man, all in black, his face in shadow. I thought nothing of it till reading Jonathan's journal. The man he described, and what he wrote of the Count's plans to come to London. I know not what this means, but there seems to be some thread of continuity, some... No, it's too strange. You'll laugh and think me foolish.
Oh, my dear, I have learned not to belittle anyone's beliefs, no matter how strange. For it is not the ordinary things which close our minds, but the extraordinary things, those mysteries on the fringe of our thinking.
This, then, my request. I want to know what you know. I want to be informed of what you learn as you learn it.
Miss Mina, while it is true that Mr. Harker's suffering does fall within the range of my experience...
You have promised me your friendship, Professor. Is your promise a worthy one or not?
Here we are.
Oh, it's just as you described.
Professor?
You have my word.
But you said nothing of the smell. My God.
A medicinal contrivance, nothing more.
One of us will be here with you at all times.
And this, Miss Lucy, is for you.
Oh, such flattery do the unwell receive. Oh, why, Professor, what a lovely wreath. I suppose I shall hang it on...
It's to be worn.
Worn?
Yes. Like this.
I'm afraid you're mistaken, Professor. I'm afraid I cannot.
But it will guard against your bad dreams, Miss Lucy.
But it's common garlic. I fear you're having a joke on me, Professor.
I warn you, do not thwart me. There's no jest in what I do. Only grim purpose. Take care to mind me. If not for yourself, then for that of the others.
I trust you know what you're doing, Professor, but I must say it puzzles me. For a stranger to walk in, they'd think you were working a spell to keep out an evil spirit.
Maybe I am.
Dr. Seward.
What is it?
It's Renfield. You must come.
May I come with you? This madman may serve as an index for our investigation.
In what way?
Have not his outbursts coincided with Lucy's bad dreams? We leave you in the best of hands.
John, Professor. What is happening to me?
You mustn't think of it. You need only rest and...
Promise me this.
Anything at all.
Promise you'll forgive me.
Lucy, don't be silly. Forgive you for what?
For something I know not of. But there are dark imaginings in me. And then they rise up and bring color to my cheeks and a sickly taste in my mouth. God help me, Mina. I don't know what I've become.
Please help me. I'm not supposed to be here.
Here you go, sir.
And the girl, John. No wonder... do let me recount how she came into the room with such joie de vivre, such an easy gracefulness that would command the respect of any lunatic. For easiness is the one quality that mad people respect the most. Arrived from Gloucester, pray, what news?
Renfield, where did this chair come from?
From one who holds me in high esteem.
Ah, from the one you call master.
Oh, where did you find him?
Renfield, listen
And
to
the
me.
girl, John. No wonder you're heartbroken. She came by using an assumed name. We talked, I spoke of my fondness for Mozart, but she bested me with her treatise on Bach.
Impossible. Lucy's been upstairs
She's
all
a
day.
very clever girl. She called herself Mina, claimed to be lost, but then we're all a little lost in here. Aren't we? I do, of course, hope that she found her way.
So you're speaking of Miss Mina, then?
Well, call them what you will, right, Johnny? Any bride will do.
I will not tolerate this kind of...
Oh, John! That's not madness with wits. Pursue it as it plays.
Her voice, like water. Could you point me in the direction of the guest room? I seem to have taken a wrong turn. I quoth her a sonnet and I sent her on her way. A lovely creature, she shall be missed.
Missed. Do say more. In what way will she be missed?
I entreat you, Dr. Seward, to let me out of this madhouse. Send me away from here, anywhere you will, or I shall be forced to do something terrible.
And what would that be?
I am in great danger, sir.
You are in no danger at all. You're perfectly safe here.
I am speaking from the depth of my soul. I beg of you. You do not know what you do keeping me here. You do not know whom you shall harm, and I, bound to secrecy, cannot tell you.
You will stay here until the court deems you fit, and these wild herrings and no further your wish be considered sane.
Send me where you will. Bind me, beat me, drag me away, tie me to a rock, and throw me in a jail. Do whatever you must, but take me from here and save my soul from guilt.
Calm yourself and explain.
What guilt do you speak of?
Oh, hear me. By all you hold sacred, by all you hold dear, by your love that is lost, and by your hope that still remains. For the sake of the dear God Almighty.
Renfield, stop this!
Hear him out!
Don't you see, Johnny? I am cured. I am no lunatic in a mad fit, but a sane man fighting for his soul.
See that he goes nowhere.
Hear me now! Yeah!
And what now? What is your thesis now?
My thesis is this! I want you to believe.
To believe what?
To believe in things that you cannot. That is the essence of faith. To believe in things that cannot be proved.
With all due respect, my patience with your cryptic homilies is coming to an end.
Can you tell me why men in all ages and all places believe that there are some few who can live on always? That there are men and women who cannot die?
I did what I could to warn you. Remember that.
How is she?
I don't know, sir. Miss Nina has been with her all day. Doctor?
What?
What is it? What's happened to your arm?
Clumsiness, I'm afraid. Miss Mina, if I may, did you have the occasion to see one of my patients earlier?
Why, yes, I did. I became lost, entered a corridor, opened a large door, and found myself in the midst of your inmates. I was quite flummoxed. Spoke to a Count Renfield.
Count?
So he called himself. Spoke to me of his love for the violin. Well, I shall leave our dear Lucy to you. She seems much better. Her sleep very peaceful. Her color restored.
Mr. Hawker, how is he?
Professor Van Helsing has met with him, and with good results, I think. May God's kindness be with us all.
Miss, come quickly! Find Professor Van Helsing, send him directly here, tell her they're gone. The marks on her neck have disappeared. She's healed. Quickly now, go! Oh, Lucy. Oh, Lucy, oh, Lucy. Oh, Lucy. Oh, Lucy. Oh, God, no. Oh, no.
Oh, Johnny, don't cry. I'm right here. I'm right here with you.
Lucy.
Well alone, Johnny.
Lucy, it can't be.
Come here. Please. Oh, such warm hands. I like that.
Lucy, you've no pulse at all.
Kiss me. Please. Haven't you wanted to? I have. Oh, my love. I'm so glad you're here. Please, kiss me. I broke your heart, Johnny, and I shall never rest till you forgive me. Please take me back. Let me show you my true heart. Yes. That's it. That's it. Oh, I've wanted this for so long. You're right, you know. We do, each of us, have a secret life. And I'd like to show you mine. So please, Johnny, close your eyes. Can you do that for me? Good. Now kiss me.
Not for your life! Not for your living soul, O mine, you shall not have
What
him!
on earth?
I'll be mine!
Never!
What has happened to her?
Quiet, John! It is leaving her!
Oh, my true friend. Guard him from me. And give me peace. Keep him safe. For he is my true friend.
I swear on it. It's over now. She is gone from us.
God be thanked. Her suffering finally at an end.
Not so, John. I'm afraid this is only the beginning. We must arrange for the entombment as soon as possible. Then we must wait.
Wait for what?
There are dark and strange days ahead of us. I entreat you, have faith in me. If it be in your heart, pity me.
But why? It is I who have lost the light of my life.
Pity me because I know why.
But you tell us nothing. You test the limits of my sympathetic
Oh,
understanding.
Mr. Harker, from the facts of your journal, you nor Miss Mina are in any danger here. This room In fact, all of the asylum will prove safe, so long as no stranger is allowed to enter. You were right. The Count is somewhere here in London. We shall find his whereabouts through you.
The name of the property, though, still remains lost to me.
As he burned the location from the pages of your journal, so too I'm afraid he burned the location from your mind.
I will find it, Professor. You have shown me that I did see what I imagined. And for that cure, I'm ever at your service.
Then let us be friends. For all of our lives. Now, John, there is bitter water we must pass through before we can arrive at the suite.
Enough! Either tell me your plan or leave us in peace! I am through being spoken to as though I were a child!
You are a grown man, is that right?
That's right!
And no longer my student?
That's right!
And the man who once saved my life?
Yes?
Well then, our accounts are settled.
How do you mean?
I have just saved yours. She is the undead, the restless, bloodletting vampire. She has been cursed with immortality and must go on, age after age, preying on the lifeblood of humanity, and multiplying the evils of the world in an ever-widening circle of malevolent destruction. Nosferatu, scourge of Christendom, the lords of Lucifer.
Professor, have you gone mad?
All that I had! Madness would be easy to bear compared with a truth such as this. Why, friend, do you think I've taken such time, such care to tell you? Knowing of your love for her, I wish to be gentle, but it is no longer your heart which is at risk, John, but your heart's emission.
If this wild account be so, then we are too late. The soul already lost.
Lost, but for our daring. Following the night of her burial, we shall go to her tomb, this in secret, to protect her good name, and to bring no more of her kind down upon us. And once there, we shall drive a stake through her heart and sever her head from her body.
What have I done that you would torture me so? I will never consent to that. I will not have a true engraved dishonored in such a way. It's unthinkable that you, a learned man,
No,
would...
John! I will show you the unthinkable! If you dare join me at her tomb the night of her burial, I will convince you of my plan.
Drink up now. That's a good boy.
Won't you ask me to enter? My patience is very thin.
Where are you?
I am everywhere. I am rock and water, cloud and fog. I am the hunt in the eyes of the beast.
I've told you before. I've told you no. I will not be damned as the devil's accomplice.
Did I not send you the flies? Great fat ones with steel and sapphire on their wings, with death emblazoned on their backs.
The Acherontia Tropis.
Yes, but I will not stop there.
No more. I'm listening. No more.
Rats. Hundreds, millions, thousands of them. And every one a life.
No.
Oh, and cats to eat their rats. And dogs to eat their cats. All filled with luscious red bud. All filled with years and years of life.
And the dogs. What to eat the dogs?
The wolves!
Ah!
All these lives
No!
I shall give you from now till time eternal. All these lives and more shall be yours if you will fall down and worship me!
I am your servant.
Now, bid me enter.
Enter, my lord and master, enter! I have waited patiently, master. I have waited with diligence for you.
And great shall be your reward.
Master, take me, please, master, take me.
Here's another one. That's 3 of them in 2 days.
Missing like the others.
Yes. A little boy, 6 years old, found lost, disoriented, a bruise on his neck, claiming like the others to have been snatched up by the Bloofer lady.
How odd.
And on the day of Lucy's funeral, this is too much to bear. Jonathan, you've not told me where you're going.
You're safe here, Mina.
That's not what I asked. We're to have no secrets. That's our pact. Now it's nearly midnight. Where are you going?
I can't tell you.
Why?
I've been asked not to.
But by whom? Jonathan,
By
please.
Professor Van Helsing. He's assured me that neither of us are in danger, but Miss Lucy must be attended to and the whereabouts of the Count must be discovered.
Attended to? What can that mean? Lucy's been entombed for days, and not just 2 hours ago. We said our final prayers over her. Jonathan, please. What is it?
You must trust in my silence, Mina. Stay here where you're safe.
In all the great rounds of its daily course, the sun rises on no life more miserable than mine. He has betrayed me. And mark this. Turn to the person next to you right now and borrow a pencil, for I shall not say this again. One would rather die than be betrayed. There is no deceit in death. It delivers precisely what it promises. Betrayal, though, betrayal is the willful slaughter of hope. It shall not sit.
Now is the time. Now that the sun is about to rise, let us look within.
Never have I endured a more woeful night. Sitting in this graveyard for hours, and for what reason?
John, help us here. And may your eyes see what your heart refuses.
My God.
It's as I feared.
Where has she gone? In this very crypt I saw her laid, and you're behind this, aren't you? And I, of all people, not to recognize madness when it stands before me? With what malice do you lure the living? And what ghastly plans do you inflict upon the dead?
John, listen
what
to
have you
me.
done with her?
Dr. Stewart, calm yourself. Calm yourself.
You require more proof, and you shall have it.
Little boy. Little boy. Come and see me. Little boy.
Who's there?
Hide now. Back away and observe.
I'm a friend of the children. I'm the Bloofer lady. Won't you come out and play? That would make the Bloofer lady very happy. Oh? Hi there, Johnny.
Lucy.
Let me have
There's
it.
no need. The song is almost up.
Come to Lucy. My arms are so hungry for you. Be my husband, Johnny. Come to me and let me be yours.
That's not her, John. That's not the Lucy you know.
Who knows you better, Johnny? Who's loved you all these years?
Deception! Nothing more, and it shall not work.
I know your thoughts, Jack. I know your wishes before you wish them.
What have they done with you?
They have given me life. Life eternal. Yours for a kiss, Johnny. It's all yours for a kiss.
Just another minute, John. The sun will be up and it will be safe.
You still want me, Johnny? I know it.
It is not your beauty that is gone. It is your soul! Your soul is what I loved. Where has it gone? Answer me! My love has become hate, and my desire loathing. I could kill you myself!
Enough, John, enough! Keep faith now, she's almost over. Soon you will see where she was. The tools, Mr. Harker.
Yes.
If I could spare you any of it, my friend, I surely would.
Let's be done with it.
The host, the holy bread will sanctify her eternal bed. She will take her rest with the angels that will place the point over her heart and speak the holy words as you strike.
No,
John, we must.
it was my hand that loved her most. It is mine that will deliver.
We come in peace for the sake of our dear Miss Lucy. May the light of heaven drive this wretched darkness from her soul. And may in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost. Look now. Look upon her face.
She's changed back.
No longer the devil's slave. She's the Lucy we loved. Her sweetness restored. And may that kiss send her to heaven. Mr. Harker and I will finish up here. Her mouth must be filled with garlic, then her head severed. One step of our work will then be done. What remains is the greater task. To locate the author of these, our sorrows, and ridding him from the world.
Professor,
Yes?
when Miss Lucy screamed the final time, I felt the Bible grow warm in my hands.
It is the power of the Lord.
But this, further wood, has been burned into the cover.
Carfax.
The Count's destination. An estate here in London.
You're certain?
Yes, I am.
Miss Lucy's final gift to us. John, do you know of this estate? John, what is it?
Had we known, we might have been able to save her.
I don't understand, John.
Carfax! This would have joined the asylum. All this time, he's been in our midst.
Mina!
Blood, feather blood, spider blood, fly blood, bird blood, feather blood, spider blood. There's got to be. Bird blood, feather blood, spider. Bird blood, feather blood, spider blood, fly blood, bird blood, feather blood, spider blood, bird blood, feather, bird, feather. The mad are mad, so long as they are chained. But loose stand afoot, they are the rampant, wretched, sane. Make a wish. Master!
Mina!
Jonathan,
You're safe.
you assured me I would be. Why?
I want us to be married.
And we shall be in 2 months. The plans are already made.
Now. I want us to be married now. I want us to partake in the holy bread and join our souls as man and wife.
But my love, why now?
Should any harm befall us, either of us, I don't want it.
I'm fine, Jonathan. We're safe. Nothing bad is going to happen to me. What is it?
The crucifix.
Oh, it must have fallen this morning as I dressed. See? All is well.
As the days passed, I alone began to notice the change within her. The distant, listless gaze and the skin growing more pale. In our efforts to protect Miss Mina, we had too literally, I'm afraid, kept her in the dark. The deeper part of the secret is that she herself seemed unaware, a stranger to her own transformation.
Thank you all for coming. I shall waste no time in making my point. And if you feel as though I talk above my station, let the magnitude of circumstance be my apology. This darkness, this silence between us must come to an end. We must work together with absolute trust, and in that way be stronger as a group than we are alone. I have, these past few nights, slept fitfully. I've heard noises in the dark. You've been plagued by disturbing dreams. You all have been in search of the Count. So too, I fear, have I.
My God!
I have no memory of it, but the marks are clear. Tell me, is this how Lucy died? There's some maladventure involving the Count. Keep this from me no longer. Well, Professor?
There are such things as vampires. They are known in every place that men have ever been. The Nosferatu have the strength of 20 men, and the ancient ones, like our Count Dracula, come armed with the cunning of the ages. He can transform himself into wolf or bat, mist or fog, any form of nature which suits him. He throws no shadow, casts no reflection in the mirror, and for sustenance, one thing only: the blood of the living. And when his special pabulum is plenty, he grows younger, his faculties stronger, his ghastly powers more vital by the hour.
And to those bitten, his hunger brings death.
Death of goodness, yes, but life eternal amid the damned. Those bitten repeatedly, as I pray to our Lord, who have not been, become the very things which have afflicted them, the disciples of the night.
But how could this change befall Mina? She's pure of heart, she is...
So too, I'm afraid, was the Count. In life, he was a man of utmost virtue. I have studied him for many years, Harker.
You assured me she was safe here, Professor. You gave me your word.
His power to this point has bested our knowledge,
Waste no more of our time. I beg you, tell us directly, is there no way to defeat this monster?
There is a way, Mr. Harker. Dracula can do all of these many things, but he is not free. He is shackled to the laws of the night. His power ceases, as does that of all evil things at the coming of the day. And certain objects hold a telling power over him. The garlic, you know of, and the bread of Holy Communion. The Holy Cross of our Lord, and the branch of the wild rose, which when placed upon his coffin, serves to lock him fast within. He cannot at first enter any place, unless someone who dwells there bid him enter.
Meaning someone let him at Lucy!
And at Mina.
And most to the point! He must sleep in his native soil each night, or he will die.
The digging?
Yes, that is what you heard at his castle. Boxes of Transylvanian soil being filled. Boxes that are here now in London.
The ship's logs counts the Count's cargo as 50 boxes. And earlier today at Carfax, the professor and I discovered 48 of them.
I sanctified the soil of each, making them of no use to the Count. When we find the remaining 2 boxes, we shall find the man himself. Now these words above all others. If we in this room fail, our fate is not that of mere life or death. It is that we become as him, foul creatures of the night, without heart, without conscience, preying on the quivering bodies of those we love best. If we in this room fail, to us forever are the gates of heaven shut. Now look within your own hearts and answer. Are we to cower in the face of such adversity, or are we, as Miss Mina has so bravely said, to rise up and hunt this wretch to his true death? With a steadfast belief in science, a fierce reliance on faith, and the avid hope that there remains in us light, enough to dispel the darkness, we pledge our whole selves.
Amen.
Amen.
We have sealed now either the fate of ourselves, or the death knell of the Count. Now to our plan.
She's no strength at all.
Nothing.
She's lost more blood than we imagined. Quickly move her to the bed. And John, make him ready. I shall need it his veins.
Quickly, Harker, give me your arm.
Mina. Mina, wake up, please. Mina.
Here, lift your arm a degree. Good.
Professor Van Helsing, what is this?
Hold steady and breathe deep. You are giving her the life which she has lost.
Dr. Sood, he's gone. He's escaped.
Who?
Renfield, he's left the asylum.
Professor, we must go. He'll lead us directly to the Count.
I cannot leave here.
Professor, you alone know the Count. You alone can confront him.
You must go, Professor, before it's too late.
Professor, we must go now.
Mr. Harker.
You must go!
Quickly, Professor!
All day and all night have I waited, but nothing. Promises of bloody creatures teeming with life, but nothing, not even a measly little blowfly. Nothing.
Professor! Dr. Seward! Come quickly!
I was to be yours, Master. I was to serve you through the ages. I tried to warn them. I tried, but they don't listen.
Someone in there? Please, come quickly!
He's nothing but a wanton sailor with a cape.
Wake up.
But he will keep his promises to her. She will get her life. She will get her blood because she is beautiful.
Stay back.
Because she pleases him. Because he can skewer her with his teeth. But what of the rest of us? What of us great, unbeautiful multitudes?
Professor!
What of us born
Dr. Seward, someone in here,
hideous,
please come quickly!
blessed only with honest devotion? It is we who love you more truly, more deeply than she. Master, forgive me. I will do your bidding. Please, I will follow you, Master, to the ends of the earth and beyond. Please, forget not me, your servant. Forget not I who love you. Forget not. I never doubted you, Master. I knew you'd not forsake me. I knew you'd return. I knew there was a place for me in your kingdom. Holy.
Miss Mina, my beautiful flower.
What are you?
I have dined with kings. I have commanded nations. I've seen time chisel lines into the faces of young women. But you, Miss Mina, you are for the ages.
The crucifix, Mina!
Oh, toys. Why must you try my patience with these petty toys? I'm no longer the weak man you met in Transylvania, Harker. I quite like it here. Your gift of England has made me strong. One could, it seems, come back again and again and never get one's fill.
Stay away from her!
Mr. Harker, you know better than anyone how I prize civility. But find my birth from you, and I shall have to feed her your brains!
Let her be! Let her be, Russia!
And I thank you for the use of your knife. It suits my purpose.
No, you don't. No.
I do quite like it here. The men of England, they live lives of order and reason. Not a ripple disturbs the still surface of their complacency. But still water grows fetid, you see, giving rise to disease. And a complacent man, oh, he's my puppet, and his lover, my bride.
Why me? Tell me, what have I done?
You are the treasure, Mina. Everywhere you go, you leave envy in your wake. Oh, and not just your dear betrothed. All of them desire your love. And you, their beautiful treasure, are mine. You are weak now, but I can grant you strength. Drink and be mine.
No.
And when I but whisper, come to me, you shall travel the ages to do my bidding. You will cross oceans of time.
My God!
Our theory has proved fact.
What have you done with them?
Why, I've done all that I can. Given rest to one, food to another, oh, and heaven to a third.
Let it go!
The soil of your homeland has been sanctified by God.
No.
Box after box after box. Your coffin home has been destroyed.
You shall yet be sorry, each and every one of you. My revenge has just begun.
You've nowhere left to hide.
Eternity shall comfort
Your
you.
time is drawing near.
The century shall be my home.
Truly my soul waiteth upon God. From him cometh my salvation.
Do not mock me with your foolish
They
prayers.
consult to cast them down. They delight
Fate
in lies.
has made your lovers my
But in
jackals.
God is my salvation
It
and my
has suffered
glory.
your
He is my
throats
defense,
for the
I shall not be
hunger
moved.
of my
For the
will.
Lord God has spoken!
God has spoken, but he's not been heard.
No sight of him.
100 white wolves running to the sea, and with each step becoming mist, fog, disappearing on the horizon.
What has happened? What is here?
It is safe now, he is gone.
Mina! Oh God, save her! This blood! Is this his handiwork? Answer me! Mina, wake up.
For years I wanted nothing more than access to the soul of a madman. Had I but known.
But amid this misery, we have learned something. Notwithstanding his powers, he fears us.
How can you say that?
He fears time. He fears want. If not, why his hurried escape? This is evidence that the heart of our plan, the destruction of his ancient soil, is sound. And this box counts as 49.
But there's still one left.
And that, I propose, is for traveling.
To where?
To where else? To his home. To the soil he must have to survive.
No, Jonathan! I am unclean. You must never touch me or kiss me again. Such cruel fate that I'm to be feared by you, whom I love most of all.
Mina, I will...
But this, above all else, you must promise me that if his influence wins me, that if I am so changed that I enter the blackest parts of the world and become a base such as he, you must kill me.
Never.
No.
Without remorse.
Do
Without
not ask this
hesitation.
of me.
You must kill me. No. I am infected by this enemy. His blood on my lips. His blood in my veins.
Mina?
And my blood in his. Dr. Seward,
Yes?
hypnotize me.
What?
You know the procedure, don't you?
Yes, but I...
There is a way to know his plans and thus track him safely.
What way is that?
Through his own blood. Through me.
Yes. We have been blind, but Miss Mina has allowed us to see. We too have powers. Let them now be marshaled against him. John, do as she says. Mr. Harker, prepare passage for us. For it is you who have been where I suspect we are headed. To Transylvania, to the lair of the Count.
Look now, deep within your mind, what is there?
Darkness. Nothing more.
And here we are, traveling by train on the Orient Express.
I had the men write their wills before we left. This is no idle precaution.
And now what's there? The same?
Yes. Darkness, close at hand. A musty smell all around me.
The Count in his coffin! It's working!
And beyond the sound of waves, still pounding and pounding.
The hypnosis reveals the Count traveling by boat.
So we proceed overland by train to reach Valna before he does.
Days later and still the same.
No. There is a change. The waves have stopped. Now, footsteps, voices.
He's reached the port!
And here we are at Varna, waiting for him,
Where is he?
searching the ship high and low.
Nothing!
But he tricked us.
He sailed to another port!
That is the risk of hypnosis, friends. It may work both ways. He may know our thoughts to Miss Mina.
Thank you.
Water again, but not crashing. A softer sound.
He's traveling by river!
Yes, that's it. That's the sound.
The Seraph. I know of it from my travels. It runs around the Borgo Pass.
And to the castle.
I'll procure a ship and follow him by the water.
Yes, and take Mr. Harker with you.
And what of Mina?
I will take her to the castle.
Have you gone mad?
She alone can lead us. She alone can take us to the heart of his crypt. And once there, we shall effect his demise.
Not for the world would I let you do this. Not by heaven or by hell.
Say no more.
She's our greatest weapon in this.
Do you know what that place is?
I beg of you both, say no more.
Have you been inside that hellish den where grisly shapes appear in every speck of dust?
Mr. Harker,
You have not felt his hungry lips upon your
I
throat.
take her there to save her!
Please! He's listening. Even now. And through me, he knows your every word, so please, if you hold me in your hearts, say no more. From this moment on, tell me nothing.
Well, Mr. Harker,
On your own soul does this lie.
Mr. Harker and I travel by water. We are following the Count's ship.
And the professor and I by wagon to the castle.
Miss Mina's internal struggle is unmistakable.
At sunrise, this weakness in me. But at sunset, this strength, this hunger.
I could see the vampire taking hold within her.
My mouth so dry, my gums sore from the force of my teeth, coming alive in my mouth.
May God make us ministers of this monster's destruction.
But changes are here that my body welcomes, what my mind most fears.
And there, in the distance, the Count's ship, heading for shore, docking.
The castle now in sight.
There's the box.
A wooden box being placed on a wagon hitched to a team.
The castle door reached, and in the distance, a wagon approaching. A wagon with no driver at its head.
Horses procured and we give chase. The last light of day fading.
We must take him in his coffin before the light is gone.
We ride at a fury. We are racing the sun.
At the castle door, his carriage stops.
His wagon pulls away, and there...
There is the object of our chase.
Quickly! Quickly, the sun is nearly gone!
Mina! What have you done with her?
Let us settle first with the Count, before it is too late.
Professor, come on.
Harker, help me!
It's the man himself.
The sacred circle shall keep him at bay, should he escape the coffin. He cannot pass over the holy bread.
The sun is gone!
Quickly!
The stake, here!
Now, Mr. Harker!
Come to me, my love. Won't you come and be my husband? My bridesmaids have brought me to the altar. Now, Jonathan, I want to marry you now.
Mina, it's not too late to save you. We can...
Now, Jonathan. There are no secrets between us now. Here is the holy bread.
If you truly love me, you'll marry me now.
Away! Back away!
Come to me. Marry yourself to me. You are my bride.
Mina, be strong!
We shall travel the ages together.
In God is my salvation and my glory. He is my defense.
Mina, don't!
I shall not be moved.
Mina! No!
No.
No!
The Holy Bride!
It is over now. Our work has not been in vain.
Wait! We should, I think, have some sympathy for the hunted.
Mina.
His misery is the saddest of all. He so too must be saved.
We have sent him to eternal hell where he belongs!
Mr. Harker, please. Let her speak.
Would you then, had I been so guilty, deny me such salvation?
Miss Mina is right. Our work is but half complete.
He must be to heaven sent. Now, and only now, is our work complete.
The marks on your neck, Mina. They're completely gone.
God be praised. And may you now, Mina and Jonathan, be rightfully joined in his name. May these unholy hours serve only to strengthen your resolve. And may the light of your love vanquish all evil, for now and forever.
Gone. The head, the skin, the bone, the Iron Man himself.
The God of light has emerged victorious. But there is no joy in such a victory, for the web of darkness is constantly being woven. From the ashes of conquest is born revenge, and so we vow to remain vigilant. What we have seen with our eyes and heard with our ears will stay with us always. Not just as memory, but as living truth.
thus grateful for your patronage tonight, and we bid you this one final thought. There are dark imaginings in the world, and though a foe once vanquished is gone from sight, a fear once rooted in your heart is yours forever. Sweet dreams.